the second line is now telling you the problem we are trying to address in this project now, that this project is for elderly people who put on wearable health device, and because those wearable health device require a continuous charging, and they may forget because of their old age to charge it. Therefore, we are trying to get a system that can charge their battery wirelessly without even them using their wire. Now, it now continue by saying, unlike current expensive and difficult to operate projects in the market that have delivered the power wirelessly to implantable biomedical device, this project is a fast charging technology, low cost, and easy to operate wireless charging system. It now try to tell us the benefits of using this project we are designing now, and not the one that are already in the market now, because you are solving a problem in the market. Variety of them has been designed, but what is the difference between your own design and the one that is already in the market? Because if you are telling me you are going to produce what is already in the market that Amazon is already selling, or what, then there is no, you are not bringing in a new idea. And engineering is about bringing in new things. So now it's not telling us unlike the one in the market. So these are the ways you should present your abstract. And not that alone, the final stage now. The project background was thoroughly investigated through a thorough literature analysis on wireless charging system and mobile sensors in order to fully comprehend wireless power phenomena and present system constraint. Protus 8 is a professional simulation environment that has been used to build and simulate a wireless power transfer employing inductive coupling. The wireless power transmitter works on the basis that it dictates the wireless power receiver, and if the latter is within communication range, the transmitter is enabled, otherwise it is in sleep mode. Now, with that, the abstract has now told you that the person that is presenting this technical report started the technical report or the design by carrying out a literature review of projects that are related to this one, so that it will serve as a guideline for him or for her to know where to channel his focus to, so that I can see where are the what is the research gap, what is lacking in the present product in the market, and how do I come in now. So then he now told us of the fact that he used Protus 8 professional softwares to do the simulation of the circuits he designed, and with that he believed is good to go. Then he now further discussed how it was implemented by using LCD screen, by using Arduino board, by 9-volt battery, and also by using resistor, the voltage regulator, and every other component. And in the final note, we now have that the implemented design worked effectively based on the result of the performance test obtained. Can you see now? This is a very, very good abstract. And if you place this abstract on Turnitin, you see that none of them was copied from any source. So that is how a good abstract should be. Then we now have the keywords now. Always include your keywords. The keywords, what are they? The energy harvesting, the mobile sensor, IoT, wireless charging system, inductive charging, wireless power transfer system, earth rate wearable device. So you can see now that this abstract in this case study now provide a brief overview of the substance of everything that was done in that report. If this is to be taken and digest, you will discover that it has captured everything that you need as far as the project is concerned. So that is abstract. Now let's take a look at the introduction now. How do we write an introduction? Number one, introduces the topic of the report in context. It's very, very important. Some of us, when you are writing your introduction for your project, remember, introduction serve as your chapter one. So when you are writing your introduction, you are to introduce the topic of the report in context. Now, what does that mean? You try to look at uh, the background to the problem. After the background to the problem, how you intend to solve the problem, and some of what will be used. So you are to explain the problem. Still in chapter one, you are to explain the problem. Some of you just write introduction without introducing the statement of problem. You can call it problem statement or statement of the problem. We must write statement of problem or problem statement, then also state the aim or aims of the project and indicate the purpose of the reports, and the length should be 1 over 2 to 3 over 4 of a page. So this is what introduction is talking about. Now, we are using this same project as a case study now, wireless charging system. Let's take a look at the way the introduction is written in this case now. I will read the introduction. We have by 2050, the elderly are projected to make up more than 30% of the population in 64 nations according to the United Nations. You can see how it is cited here. Always cite your work. If you have copied it in tutorial 2 on the engineering design, I will be teaching you guys how to how to cite work correctly and how to paraphrase. You can see how this one is cited here. You can cite your work easily. So you can see it was cited the word count 2019, Rahman and Dio 2020, Muni and Dio 2010. So you must cite your work correctly. Now, so by 2020, by 2050, the elderly are projected to make up than more than 30% of the population in 64 nations, according to the United Nations, as cited by those people. And to track physical activity level and promote active lifestyle, wearable device, Jones 2010, like active trackers, Sazor, Rodate, and DAS Mahapatra 2015, smartphones, pedometers, and smartwatches can be used. Wearable sensor vests, belts, and you can see the way everything were cited here. Because those words, they are not my own. I extracted it from another project. So now, one drawback of wearable technology is its propensity for rapid battery drain while having a low power consumption. So all this explain the background and the introduction to the project. I know that alone. Look at it. You always use this as a case study. Not that alone. It's now telling us everything about the background to the project. Then here we now have that this project is a low cost and simple. Now at the introduction, we are trying to also communicate the benefit. Not necessarily that you will now create another column for benefit of this project. No, everything must be must be incorporated in your introduction. So the project is a low cost and simple to use wireless charging system for elderly people's heart rate wearable monitoring device. So you can see how they are linked together, and everything was now linked together, and that is talking about your introduction.